All right, guys, we just finished this one. And yeah, this one's got a lot of trimming. And take a look. This is the fourth yard that we do that's gotten that yard of the month. Take a look. Leave it in the comments. Tell me what you think. All right, guys. So today is Tuesday, beginning of a new week. Went out yesterday, and yesterday evening, man, the bottom really fell out of things. Man, it rained like crazy yesterday evening. As a matter of fact, it's been raining ever since around May. It's been raining like crazy. And with the temps being in the 90s, like it is today, it's supposed to be in the 100s. Man, when it rains, it's like pouring gasoline on that grass. And the grass is super thick, it's tall, and here's the question. It's got something to do with the grass. Here's the question for the video. And you tell me, I've got a client, and they just called me. And with this particular client, it's always the same old thing. And you can hardly do your work when you get to their home, because every time you get there and you get on your mower, you get to working, here they come out of the house, trying to stop you and all of this. You know, when I talk to you initially about what you want done in your lawn, and you tell me what you want done, leave me alone. I know what I'm doing. This person comes out, leave in the comments if you got a client like this. And it's always the same thing. And cut it low, cut it low. And here's the thing. The average person that's saying cut it low, they don't even know why they want it cut low. What they think is that if you cut it low, it's not going to grow back. The way it's raining, are you crazy? It rains 2 or 3 times a week. And when I say it rains, it rains. The grass is so, you see the videos, the grass is so green and thick until, if you're bi-weekly, if you're every 2 weeks, by the time we get back to you, your grass is almost a foot tall. I mean, it's raining, and that sun is beaming down on it, and it's growing like wildfire. This is a marvelous year for lawn care. It really is. This is a marvelous year for lawn care. It is. The grass is growing. You got plenty of work. You don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to be mowing. You know, it's not dry. It rained yesterday. It's raining in the forecast for today, this evening. It's 50% chance tomorrow. It's raining in the forecast through Friday. And again, most people don't even know why they want the lawn cut low. You're not going to stop the grass from growing. And here's what they don't know. If you cut it low, that's only going to accelerate the growth. That's what they don't know. And this person comes out, they want to stop you, they want to talk. I've got other lawns to cut. I don't have time to talk to you. I don't have time to talk. I love the customer. I've got clients that I do lawns for that I haven't seen them in 2-3 years. I got one client, he's a guy's a doctor. I've seen this guy, I started mowing his lawn at 17. I've seen him one time since I first talked to him. One time. And then he was getting ready to walk his dog. We came to do the lawn, he was getting ready to walk the dog. I never see this guy. That's what I like. I don't want to see you. You hired me to do the lawn, let me do the lawn. And leave it at that. If it's something that something else you want me to do? And it's usually not. A person will tell you everything they want when they hire you. Then let me do my work. Leave me alone. Don't come outside. Don't bother me. Leave that in the comments and tell me if you have a client like that. And what they don't understand is, if you want it cut that low, then you need to be weekly. We need to be coming here and cutting this weekly. Because if you give this grass 2 weeks, and I mean 14 days, with it raining 3 or 4 times a week, sun shining on it like it is, by the time we get back, that grass is a foot tall. Now, for me to get it down to 2 inches, I gotta cut this 3 or 4 times. You only want to pay for one mowing. That's all they'll pay for, is one mowing. But you want me to get this down to 2 inches? You're gonna have hay everywhere. Then you're gonna say you got hay all over my yard. Well, for me to clean that hay up, that's gonna cost you. That's gonna cost you. You're gonna have to pay for 3 mowings. Leave that in the comments. And so I guess my other question is, would you continue with this client? Because this is a client that gets mad at you even if you come there and you don't talk to them. And I do mean they get mad at you. You come there and you don't talk to them. Leave that in the comments. All right, guys, so it's mid-August, and this is a brand new property for us. First time doing it. Not a complete cleanup, but we had to get the edges laid. Didn't have any edges. It's probably been 2-3 weeks since it's been mowed. But hey, we're gonna get it done. I'll bring you back and finish. Properties everywhere, guys. You want to start a lawn care business? Can you think of a better time than now? And new hire.
And there it is. We're done with it. Just like that, new property.
So, I had someone that asked me the other day about when is a good time to start a lawn care business, and I asked them, of course, can you think of a better time than now? And here we're getting plenty of rain, the grass is green, thick, and there's plenty of mowing. Now, here's a weird thing. Just across the bridge on the west side, they've not gotten, it rained here last night. It rained, as you can see, it's cloudy outside. And right now I'm going to pick up my helper, and I'm trying to figure out where to start at, because it's rained like every day this week, and now things are starting to get wet. And like the sun's not out yet. And like this morning, the grass is so wet until you don't even want to mow it. But I've got to get it mowed, because we got 14 looking at us today. And tomorrow's Friday. That's the last day of the week. And you know, we try to be off on Saturday and Sunday. Weekend baby. So, but yeah, what's wrong? Can you think of a better time than now to start your lawn care business? Yeah, it's August. Here, we probably got 2 more months of real solid mowing. Then in October, things will start, by mid to late October, things will start to kind of back off. And if it continues, we continue to get rain like we're getting it, and the temps are where they are, we're gonna mow straight through October. I've had Octobers where we mowed straight through. Never slowed down, because we were getting rain, the grass was continuing to grow, and it needed to be mowed, and so we had to mow it. But it's never a wrong time to start a lawn care business. It's just not. I showed you in this video, we picked up a property this week, and that property is going to be a 12-month property, because it's in a subdivision that has trees everywhere. They're going to be leaves galore. And I'm going to put them on the schedule for winter lawn service. And with all the leaves, they're going to fall in lockstep like everybody else, because they want those leaves up. They're going to want that yard cleaned up. We did it yesterday, and we were supposed to just be doing it whenever they called us. And when the lady pulled up, when we were there, we were about finished. She was like, wow, I didn't know it was going to look like this. She said, yeah, put me down for every 2-week service, for bi-weekly service. We're in the 3rd week of August, guys. So, yes, my answer is start that lawn care business now. And then determine where you want to go with it. What do you want to do? Are you just going to be a grass cutter? Are you going to be a lawn care provider? Do you want to be cutting yards on the side, or do you want to go full time? Now, my thinking is, if you're not going to eventually go full time with it, then what are you doing? You know, because when you mowing yards on the side, you may as well get ready. You're going to gain some and you're going to lose some, because there's going to be times when you're not going to be able to get to them, when people are going to want you to mow their lawn, you're going to be at work, or you're going to have to work over, and your service is not going to be what it should be. But leave in the comment and tell me what your thoughts are on that. Is now a good time to start a lawn care business? Let me know.
All right, guys, so we just finished this one. As you can see, the yard looks kind of damp, because when we got to this subdivision, you see the water sitting on the side of the street. It had rained like I don't know what. Man, it rained last night. The rain has been something else. But I tell you, I'm not complaining. This time of year, this is the hottest month of the year, and it's raining. Last year this time, things were getting dry, but this year, hey, the The rain is falling. As long as we're able to go out and work every day, I'm okay with that. Kind of slows you down. Like still got about 4 or 5 more we gotta get done before we can go to the house. Gotta go on the outskirts of town to another little town to do a couple. We got one more out here, another subdivision that we left from yesterday because it started raining. And then we got 2 on the outskirts of town that we gotta get. We gotta get them today. So we got 4 more that we gotta get. So we're gonna head on and try to get those done. All right. So guys, today is Friday and just getting started, 7:30. I'm on my way to pick up my helper, and you know, I talked about it early in the video. I got a new hire, and it's amazing how something we think is simple as mowing a lawn, doing a lawn, you know, we see that as really nothing. And man, it's been a struggle this week because I'm pretty much training